In the heart of summer, July 5 to 17, the Cathedral of Counter-Strike will once again host the culmination of all excellence the game has to offer. 24 teams will fight for, not only for the money prize and another win in the Intel Grand Slam, but above all one of the most prestigious titles around. As an EPT Championship, it grants a plethora of points for ESL Pro Tour, and being hosted in LANXESS Arena in Cologne, it creates an atmosphere like no other. Initially, 16 teams will compete in the play-in stage, which will be hosted in a double elimination bracket. The format of the opening match is best of 1 and all following matches best of 3. The top 8 teams will advance to the group stage. Teams will be divided into 2 groups where they will play by the GSL system. The format of match is best of 3. The winner of the group will proceed directly to the semi-final of the tournament. The teams to play second and third will make it to the quarterfinals as the high seeds and the low seeds, respectively. The format of the playoff stage is single elimination bracket and best of 3 matches, except for the grand final. The final match will be played in a best of 5 series. The winner of the competition will earn the main prize, $400,000. The CSGO 2022 season is full of shocks and dramatic storylines, but there are 5 teams that are most likely to win and will figure in the forecasts of many people. Team Vitality, created in 2018, has climbed the game's ladder to become number 1 in the world at the end of 2020. With victories against the best teams in the world at the biggest events, this French team has risen to the top in a very short time. Their back-to-back wins at IEM Beijing 2020 and Blast Premier Fall 2020 have confirmed their status as one of the legendary teams in the history of the game. Navis Vincier, Navi, have spent the last couple of years as a team with great talent, but often struggling to win big victories at the finish. In addition, they underwent minor adjustments that eventually gave the team what had previously been a missing advantage. They went from struggling to compete regularly at the top with inconsistent performances to winning 2 major championships in 2022, taking home $700,000 in those 2 tournaments alone. They lost to Gambit at the recent major and will be looking for a rematch. Heroic found themselves in the spotlight in 2020 when they rebuilt their lineups and were able to challenge the best teams. They were able to successfully develop this in the first half of the CSGO 2022 season. Although their victories were not as consistent and large as those of Navi and Gambit, they turned from another potential outsider into real competitors. In recent months, they have won the ESL Pro League Season 13 and took 3 to 4 places at DreamHack Masters Spring. Gambit Esports really became the best team in the world in the 2022 season. They used to have a solid lineup, but it was difficult for them to have a real impact on the majors. However, in 2022 they won 3 major S-level tournaments, which are the largest in the calendar. This includes the last 2 events in which they participated, so they will strive to pass 3 major championships in a row at IEM Cologne 2022. The last favorite to win is the Astralis. They have a couple of years of dominance with Team Liquid acting as their constant competitor for the first place, but recently things have not gone downhill. This did not help because Ninjas in Pajamas managed to sign a device from them as part of the NIP recovery. After the 2018 and 2019 seasons, which were filled with championships, in 2020 it slowed down a bit, but still the first places were noticeable. However, in 2022, Astralis failed to win the tournament, taking only 1 second place, and the closest after it was 2 to 5 places. They still fall into their favorite categories because they have won in the past and are fighting to get back to that success. Now let's move on to 2 teams that are considered to have the quality and form to cause some upset along the way. Both are coming out of the play-in stage, and while they may not make it to the end, they can definitely get results against some big teams and shake up the grid a bit. Firstly, there is Team Spirit, who really declared themselves as the best team in February at IEM Cologne. They finished with 3 to 4 in a row, losing 2-0 to Gambit. However, they've beaten G2 Esports, Heroic, and Astralis en route to this series, so there's some serious firepower on the list. Although this success has yet to be repeated, it will not be a big surprise if they manage to achieve similar results at IEM Cologne 2022. Finally, we have a team that managed to poach the device from Astralis earlier this year. Ninjas in Pajamas, NIP, have a rich history in CSGO, however, in recent years they have fallen behind and are now in the process of recovery, in the hope of reaching the top of CS again. A team consisting of experienced players and young players with a huge amount of outstanding talent can succeed in the long run. Similar events will be huge in these developments, as they can test themselves against the best teams and in long-format tournaments. It is quite possible that this will be their first notable event in quite a long time. We hope this helped you to understand the upcoming IEM Cologne event and gave you some idea of the teams that you should pay attention to during the 2 weeks of the competition. Place a bet and win with your favorite team.